you spoke about accountability. Often when we think about accountability spaces, particularly on public accountability, it often feels like National Treasury and the SARB are the only adults in the room, and the other people aren't really interested. And I'm overgeneralizing because I know there's some really important parliamentarians that do good work, but in the main, it feels like there's a lot of grandstanding and not sufficient accountability that is taking place. Is this how you experience it, or am I just kind of leaning in and leaning out and not quite seeing the mechanics of the parliamentary accountability process? If I am right, are there spaces where you could do more to make yourself open to other accountability mechanisms, much more than what you are doing now, alternative accountability mechanisms, really in engaging the media much more, I suppose, more regularly, more frankly, etc., etc. So please help us to understand, firstly, the extent of accountability in Parliament, because some of us really are not impressed with what we see, and how you are evolving in other spaces around accountability.
Yeah, so Parliament has got committees, and the committee chairs have got power and authority to convene and ask any public representative any question. And we've certainly seen that happen when big things occur. So we saw as the problems in Eskom were emerging, Parliament called people in. We saw when Steinhoff collapsed and significant amounts of funds were lost. So we have got a parliamentary machinery that is already set up. I think that, so maybe one or two things we have to look at is, one, how mature are we as a democracy that we follow what's going on in Parliament? I think if I were to take a poll in the room, most of us don't follow the parliamentary channel to see what's going on. And we know that often with the coverage in the media, we want the big story of the day. And these are the trade-offs that happen in society in terms of how coverage is balanced. If I'm here and I'm not saying anything contentious and something else is happening anywhere else, maybe that doesn't get covered. So there are elements like that we've got to look into. But I certainly think that there should be a lot more conversations that are happening. COVID has taught us that you can change the type of conversations. We had the president accounting to us frequently. We had the Minister of Health accounting to us frequently. We had all of the other ministries because there were regulations that had to be passed. I think we have seen the mechanisms. I think we have seen the different ways that it can be done. We are open as a central bank for you to give us any suggestions. So our colleagues from communications are here. As I highlighted, we have these monetary policy forums. In fact, I'm going to Mpumalanga tomorrow to do one in Nelspruit, which are open to the public. And anyone can come and ask us anything as a central bank. And we do it across provinces, and we spread out. All of the governors and the governor also go to attend those. So we try multiple platforms, but any suggestions are welcome if you think that there are spaces in which we should be visible. In the financial sector, obviously, because there are financial markets, and that's where the interest is. What is the central bank going to do next? The sector has organized itself. So investors will come and ask us questions. It happens all the time. After the medium-term budget policy statement, we go on this investor roadshow with the National Treasury. So multiple platforms, invitations like this, we respond to quite frequently. Happy to come to GIBS quite often and spread out.
If you come here a few times, you might earn half an MBA.
Half an MBA. Yeah, so there are multiple ways of getting it done. We are a knowledge building organization as a SARB, always open for invitation.